Hi Java programmers, I am responding to Rios's uh, question. Hey professor, I'm trying to create an account for JetBrains, but when I enter my school email, it says your email address does not belong to any university that we know. Anyway, I will investigate that. In the meantime, let's use intelliJ Community Edition. Okay, so just Community Edition intelliJ. Just Google Community Edition intelliJ. I will support this link. Okay, so JetBrains, that's the company that owns all of the, it owns intelliJ, PyCharm, CLion, things like that. So this is the right place, JetBrains. So download intelliJ. Now here, you just have to be a little bit careful. This is not what you want because this will give you a free 30-day trial. Scroll down a little bit to intelliJ Community Edition. I am logged in Windows, so it just gives me Windows. I'll have to do a demo for you on how to do this on the Mac as well. But anyway, download that. Oh, this is interesting. I get unverified download blocked. If that comes up, I'm doing this on my office computer at City. Download unverified file. It's safe. All right. And that should appear in your downloads folder. There we go. IntelliJ 20. Boom. There we go. Okay, welcome to the IntelliJ. So this is going to be fine. I don't want to uninstall. I already have Community Edition installed on this machine. I do not, although, you know what? It is an older version. So, guess what? I am going to uninstall intelliJ Community Edition 2022 and install the new one. Let's see what happens. Delete all that old stuff, uninstall. So this is good news. It looks like IntelliJ's Community Edition is alive and kicking and available to us. Installation complete. Close. Great. So now I am, what a great demo, right? Now I am installing IntelliJ Community Edition. So let's just do that. Choose these three IntelliJ, add open folder as project. We will need that in the future. Do not do this. Update path variable restart needed. Just don't. And create associations. So .java is fine. JetBrains is a good name for the start menu. That's fine. And I've got a fast internet connection in my office at City College. That doesn't always help, but what does help is the server that you connect to, that has to be fast as well too. It has to be able to handle, multiple requests and things like that. So, but this is working pretty well. When I'm in a face-to-face class, I literally have to do this every single class session if I am demonstrating something on the instructor's computer console. And it does take a while, maybe a couple or 3 minutes. But the JetBrains server, I think that's where I connected, seems to be doing just fine. So there are things called virtual environments. Pretty much everything is run in a virtual environment right now. All right, let me just say, actually, I'll go ahead and run it. Sure, why not? Okay, it did give me this. intelliJ import settings. I'm just going to skip that. Skip import settings. Okay. All right. New project. Okay, great. So the first time this happens, just create a project name, my first project is fine. Now the location, it's important that you know where your project is being created, because you will have to submit your source code to your remote repository, right? So I have a place, and it is in a directory. Directory and folder are the same thing. I use those terms synonymously. But I have this folder all set up, Java_CIT63, and oh look, I already have a project there. I think that was for the first one. So anyway, I would just go to, this is my root directory. So all of my projects for this semester, this is where they're going to go. All right. So that is that. I'd like the open JDKs. We do need it. It stands for Java Development Kit. You do need a Java Development Kit. I'm just seeing what's. I suppose we could use I have not used 21 yet, but why not? Okay. So now when I select this is going to be my JDK until I change it. So anytime I open a new project, I'll be using OpenJDK, and sure enough, it creates a class named main, which I don't like. It has all this stuff on it. It's okay. Let's get rid of this stuff. All right. So right now I am editing this. I am going to name this my Java source code. I do not want it named main.java. It doesn't tell me anything. I'm just going to say class demo, and today is 14 January. All right. So I want to create a Java file named class demo 14 January. Your Java files must match the class that you have created. So I'll show you how to change that name. All right, so at a minimum, These are my comments. Feels like I've already done this in a previous previous video, but it's all right. We'll do it again. And this is a demo for the first project in Community Edition of intelliJ. Okay, that makes sense. So public class mode, we're stuck with this for right now. I'll change this to an LN. I do not need this for loop in here. All right. Change this to something. Can't be the hello world. Well, maybe it can because this is my first edition. Hello new version of intelliJ. All right, so all one string. Do a couple new lines. This is looking good. Reasonably certain this will work. Okay, so next thing, let's just make sure this runs. My output area here will show up in a second. There you go. Here's my output area. This is my standard output. So system.out. This is where this is my system.out right here. System.out. See, hello new version is what I put into that string. Okay, I want to change this class name main to class demo. I cannot just change it right here. I have to go to this left panel, and a couple things here that I will show you. In my first project, it's hard to see on this video, I'm sure, because it is it's not grayed out, it's just subtle. But this gives me the entire path of where this Java file is going to be. And it's in projects, my first project. You don't need to worry about capitalizing the first letter of your projects. It's just a project name. But you do need to have your class names. Anytime you create a class, it is programming convention to have the name of the class begin with an uppercase letter. Okay, and pretty much everything in Java is a class. So I'm going to have to refactor this to rename it, but anyway, that's why it begins with an uppercase C here. All right, so enough talking, let's just do this. So right click, kind of a strange word, but it's called refactor. So go to refactor, there's the flyout menu, choose rename, it's right up top, click on rename, and it looks really good so far. So class demo 1 for Jan. Okay, that's it. This is going to be, now this watch main here is going to be replaced with class demo 14 Jan. Click on refactor. Ta-da! Good. So class demo 14. Yep. And let's do something else. So let's create an int called num1. Let's give this a value of 2. Let's create another int of num. Call this variable. This is variable. Give this a value of 3. And then we'll create another int called sum. We won't give that any value. But let's do this. sy dot out dot println \n sum is plus, that's concatenation operator. See my other video for that, plus sum. So let's take a look at what sum is right now. I have just declared it. I have not given it an initial value. I think my compiler will give it an initial value, but let's see what oh no, sum might not have been initialized, so did not like that. So it's an int, so let me initialize it to 0. Now I'll say sum is 0. See in my output, sum is 0. Initialize that. Let's take this variable, and now we'll say sum, assignment operator, just hit n. Num1 has a little v here, that means it's a variable. Choose it. Plus, now this time, this plus is the addition operator. It operates on 2 operands, one on the left of it and one on the right of it. Here's my first operand, was num1. I'm going to give it a second operand, num2. There we go. And statements are like a sentence. Statements in Java are like a sentence in the English language. A proper sentence in the English language has a subject, a verb, and probably an object that verb operates on, and then it has a period. All right. Around computers, we call the period a dot. And anyway, this is, I have to end this this statement here. How do I end it? I end it with a statement terminator, which is a semicolon. All right. Now I've made one little change, so I expect to see sum is 5, right? 2 plus 3. So down here, after I run this, I should see sum is 5. All right. Okay, so what I demonstrated here was finding and downloading intelliJ's Community Edition. Thank goodness. It is still a community edition. It's not open source, but it's free to use. And apparently, there was a new version put out in 2024. And just do this, the last thing is, how do I find, I promised you that I would show you how to find class demo 14. So look at your project and follow this path. So C:\2025_fall. Obviously your machine is not going to have this, but this is just the path that I created, right? So I can now use Windows File Explorer and travel that path. Here's Java projects. Here's my first project, right? So open that up, and here you've got 3 folders. One of those is SRC. Click on SRC, and what do you see? Notice this file name, class demo 14jan, matches this class demo 14jan. So this is just a rule, a syntax rule in Java. Your source files have to be named the same as the class. So, and I can right click this and I will, oh, this is just a text file. It's just text. I'll prove it to you. I'm going to open this with WordPad. There you go. Here's my WordPad file. And it wraps around a little bit. Let's see if I can help you see this. Anyway, it's just a text file. Nope, don't save it. So this is what you'll be pushing to your GitHub Classroom remote repository. All right. Again, my videos are so long, 20 minutes, but I'll try to make my videos shorter. But this is good news. Class, let's use intelliJ Community Edition. Okay? Paka paka.